another person who didn't practice today, Emmanuel Moseley. They're not ruling him out. They're saying they're hoping he's going to play. Of course they hope he's going to play, but not practicing today, and usually the way it works, I mean, certain players, they'll play if they don't practice all week. Usually, like Fred Warner could play on a Sunday if he didn't practice all week, or Nick Bosa. Emmanuel Moseley, maybe. But usually if he doesn't get on the field, at least in a limited, if he can't even warm up with his position group by Thursday, it's looking bad. So we're not there yet, but it's like, it's starting to look not so good for Emmanuel Moseley. You already lost Jason Verrett. It seems to me with a great pass rush and Moseley and Lenore, you're not bad against the pass. But once you lose Moseley too, I don't even know who the next man up is. Who do you think that is? And do you think the Niners can beat the Eagles without Emmanuel Moseley?
I think we can beat them without Emmanuel Moseley as long as we solve their rush up the middle, the rushing attack up the middle. Sure. If we can do that, and here's the thing, Hurts is very mobile, but he is also susceptible to the sack. He doesn't always make good decisions. They tend to, I think his RPO is very obvious. I really do. And I think against better edge defenders. And the thing is, if D Ford is actually healthy, and he was a menace against Detroit in that first game. He was flying all over the field. He was my pick for defensive MVP, to be honest with you. I just love the pressure he was putting there. If we can seal the edge against Jalen and we can firm up in the middle, it takes so much pressure off the secondary. And I'm not saying Dante Johnson is my pick. We need to play heavy on zone defense because man coverage is not an option when the only person you have is Lenoir. Because Emory Thomas, they ate him alive. There's no other way to put it. I mean, he looked lost, and once again, trailing his assignments. So it's not him. It's not Dante Johnson. I mean, could it be Norman? I mean,
it has to be Norman. See, to me,
the upside
it was
is
Dante.
potential.
It was Dante against the Lions once, because Moseley was gone. Once Verrett went out, it was Lenore, and they brought in Dante Johnson.
Norman was not ready.
Exactly.
One of the things about playing cornerback,
exactly,
I think it's the hardest position in the NFL. Like you said earlier, you can miss a practice and you can go edge rush. You can miss a practice and you can pass. You can catch balls. But there's something about the flow and the fluidity that is required. The reaction. Emory Thomas has all the tools in his shed. What you are seeing is the inability in a split second to use them all. And when you have Rust as a corner, Rust means touchdown.
Yeah. Yep.
Dante Johnson, Sturka, Emory Thomas. So I think Norman, I guarantee you, he was sitting there. He knew he wasn't going to play. He was sitting there saying, okay, next week. He knew.
Yeah.
It has to be him.
It has to be Josh Norman because it can't be Drake Kirkpatrick. He's in the same situation, just got here, probably not ready. Also, the Niners, they were both available 2 weeks ago. The Niners signed Norman, and he's better than Kirkpatrick. So that's the guy you want. Dante Johnson, we've seen a lot of Dante Johnson. He's a good special teams player.
Very,
who fills
absolutely.
in admirably when necessary, but he's like a mop-up reliever in baseball. Like the guy you bring in the fourth inning when you're already down 8. You don't.
Yeah, with like a 5.60 ERA. Yeah,
exactly. You don't start this guy. Like you're just thankful that he can eat some innings for you when you're already lost. No. It has to be Norman, right? Yes. Exactly.
Absolutely. And I think Kirkpatrick is actually the person that's going to go ahead. He's going to leapfrog Emory Thomas unless we see some, epiphany from him. And to take the pressure off Dante Johnson, let him stick on special teams. And here's the thing, the Niners are kind of learning their lesson. They're like, okay, we went into this soft at this position, no depth. Season could be over unless we address it. Kirkpatrick is in case Norman gets injured. He is ahead of Emory Thomas and Dante Johnson on this chart.
It's just funny to me, like the Niners, they're in this must-win season because they've lost 3 of the last 4. And they basically said, well, as long as we protect ourselves at quarterback, we'll be good. Just get 2 starting caliber quarterbacks, we'll make the playoffs. It's not that simple. Corner's a really important position too.
Yeah, if you score 40 points a game, absolutely. But that was not the best defense we're going to face.
Nah. Vince says, what's up, Grant? Where did you sit at the Niners game? I was there for my first game with my dad, and we tried looking for you. BT Dub, love the content. Cool. I was up in the Ford Field press box. Ford Field was cool. It's got like a whole wrought iron thing going on, and the press box is in the open air, and it's cool. I liked it. But yeah, you wouldn't have seen me. I was way up high.